All right, you guys, so in this video, we are going to give you a tour of a fifth wheel that we have found that we like for a lot of different reasons, which we're gonna get to just a little bit later in the video. So this is a Keystone Cougar fifth wheel. This is the 368 MBI unit. Now here's the deal. This one is super affordable, which is kind of what attracted us to take a look at this one in the first place. But this has got some really cool, innovative technology from our friends over at Lippert that we also wanted to just kind of give you a little bit of a highlight, because this is gonna make RV life super easy. So let's get started by looking at some of the things on the outside of the RV, and then we'll switch over to the inside of the RV. All right, so one of the first things that I wanted to highlight on this particular fifth wheel that it has are the road armor equalizers. Now, what this actually does is this is gonna help reduce any chucking to the front of the truck. It's gonna just help create a smoother ride as you go down the road. Now, here's the deal. If you've ever been down like Interstate 10 in Louisiana, this is going to be a lifesaver. The other thing is that the tires actually come prepped with a CURT TPMS tire link already built in. Now, you've probably heard us talk about the importance of TPMS over and over again. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a tire pressure monitoring system, especially on a unit like a towable. It can literally be the difference between potentially life or death. So this comes pre-equipped with that tire link TPMS. So it's a pretty cool safety feature. Now, another really amazing safety feature that is on this particular Keystone Cougar fifth wheel is the Lippert anti-lock braking system. Now, you know probably what anti-lock braking does for your car. Well, you also have that for your fifth wheel as well. We've actually found ourselves in some precarious situations traveling in our RV where we've had to apply our brakes rather quickly. So having an ABS system on a fifth wheel is a huge safety innovation from our friends over at Lippert, and it's something that we really think most all towables should be equipped with. All right, you're gonna like this one, Ben. Take a look at what is in here. So, I know, you've got your pull-out griddle. I think I'm doing this wrong. It would pull out further, obviously.
Yeah, probably just push this down.
Oh, push it down. Yeah. See? Yeah. I would have to get used to this. But look!
I could get used to that.
Alaska would love some bacon on the griddle.
I love bacon.
But you've got your nice little built-in cooktop out here for outdoor stuff. You know, the other thing that I like about these is like the magnetic little catch things. I don't know, I feel like it just makes it easier. You don't have the gas struts like on ours that you have to replace from time to time. I feel like it just makes it like easier to use. And then here, there is a ton of storage that's underneath here. So you've got a lot of pass-through storage here. What I always think about now is I think about options for building things out, right? So like, let's say you wanted to build the big solar system. You've got plenty of room for all your inverters, your batteries, things like that, or just any toys that you want to bring with you here, but pass-through storage on this side, which is amazing. And then here, because you do have that propane cooktop and then the propane stove, which we'll look at inside in just a minute, you've got your propane tank over here. At the front, you've got your compartments and everything that go in here. This particular unit has the road armor shock absorbing pin box. Now, what this is gonna do is this is just gonna help to absorb any of those kind of bumps or things like that on the road. Now, here's the deal. If you're towing a fifth wheel, yes, you're going to know it's behind you. But with something like this, it just helps it to have a little bit better ride so that you don't feel all of those little bumps and variances and things like that in the road. So a nice little add-on from our friends over at Lippert that can really just help the overall experience of towing. All right, let's go around the other side. Now this is where we've got the other side of your pass-through storage. So you can come through here. You've got your valves over here. Black and gray tank are completely open right now. This is brand new. There's nothing in those tanks, so that's why it's open right now.
Oh man, he didn't even open it up all the way.
When we were reading up on this and researching, I love this because what this is this is the Girard tankless water heater. Now I can tell you, after 7 years of RVing with our family, how much of a pain that it was to try to regulate showers with the kids, all of those types of things, because we were always worried about enough hot water to get everybody showered. Well, not with the tankless water heater. You pretty much have an endless supply. Now this one, pretty cool, is that it's electric, it's 12 volt. If you are boondocking or something like that, the 12 volt really helps with that power savings. Let's go inside now, because we've covered all of the storage on the outside, because I am loving this floor plan. Like seriously, if we were to get a fifth wheel, or if we were to go back on the road full time, I would want this floor plan, and I'm going to show you why. So let's go check out the inside, because I'm totally digging this floor plan. But as we're coming inside, also the Lippert solid steps. Now these really just give you a lot more stability coming in and out of an RV versus the traditional little fold down steps that some RVs are equipped with. So I really like these. You guys, is this not beautiful in here or what? Now, some things that I absolutely love about this first glances is the lighter color interior. So you've got that lighter look contrasted against some of the grays. It doesn't look like all faux wood like a lot of the RVs have been looking these days. So Keystone definitely got it right on this one. But what I'm loving is, first of all, you've got just a really spacious area. So you've got your whole kind of kitchen island. And then over here, you've got your 3-burner Furrion stove, which this is nice because you can do a lot of cooking here. But then it also has the top that folds down over the top. So you can still use this as like counter space, do any food prep. So if you're full time, you want to be able to just cook and everything like that as you would in a traditional home, because this is your home. So things like an actual full oven as well means that you can have Thanksgiving right here in your fifth wheel, which is one of the things I love. So you've got like a full size side-by-side refrigerator here, fridge and freezer. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. And then the other thing that I'm loving is you have a lot of storage in this particular kitchen for all of your food, dishes, whatever. Like this as a whole, like I would probably use this as pantry space, but this is huge because it's really like floor to ceiling. And then you've got these compartments here above your microwave. So a lot of storage that is located up here. Now this is kind of cool. You got this little like built-in thing here. So maybe spices, little bottles of oils, maybe whatever suits your fancy there. And then plenty of storage on the side of the stove here. And then this actually is another storage drawer. So pots and pans, things for cooking would make a lot of sense right here. This underneath here though is pretty amazing because underneath of this sink, this is like cavernous size storage. You could put like full-size trash cans and stuff like that in there. And then of course you have all of these drawers here. Now I am seriously envious of this kitchen space because this is way more kitchen space than what we have in our RV. Now it has a nice TV. I could take or leave the TV. I do absolutely love the fireplace over here. And then you guys look at this. This is like amazing. You know how many pillows and blankets and things like that you could fit in here? A ton. And then the other thing too, like these little side tables have storage that goes back in like there too. So again, more blankets, pillows, who knows? Sky's the limit. But lots and lots of storage that is available in here. Oh, and you got your USBs here too.
Nice.
Yes, I know. It's like all of the nicety things. So I'm really enjoying this because you've got your seating area here. I'm sure that you could convert a lot of this into sleeping. So seating here, dinette here. Now this dinette is actually one of those because it has the bench type systems where you could fold this down into another sleeping space. As our kids are getting older and we're thinking more about like friends that they want to bring with, I love having additional space for sleeping if you need it. And if you don't need it, well, then you don't need it, but it's nice to have the option if you want it. Now, this is why this floor plan would totally work for our family if we were going to go back on the road on a full-time capacity, and this is why. This is a 2-bedroom RV. So here, what you think might be a pantry, no. That's all of this space over here. This is an actual bedroom, you guys. Come take a look at this. Look at this. This is like an actual bedroom in here. You've got this couch, which you can convert into sleeping space very, very easily. And then you've got all of the storage here. So you basically have almost like a wardrobe area that you can put all sorts of things in. You've got these drawers down here. You've got all of this cabinet space over in here. So plenty of storage in what really is a bedroom. Now, here's the other thing too. Maybe you're working remote. Maybe you don't have a family. Maybe you don't have kids. These types of spaces, we've seen so many people convert these into like a dedicated office space as well. And so I love when you really have just like almost a separate bedroom in the RV. So let's go take a look up the hall because there's another space that would work perfect if you've got multiple children. Up here, you have almost a separate bedroom, for sure a separate sleeping area, separate hangout area, all of that. So there is like a overhead bunk up in here, which I am absolutely loving because this actually has a lot of space, especially if you have a kiddo. Now, for me, I could totally sleep here, but it would be hard to move around up here just because of my adult body. But throw a kid or two up here, you totally got it made. So now you've got some separation between the children's. You know, we always get a lot of questions about what about privacy? What about privacy? And we do have things that we make work in the current RV we have for that. But this really helps to just kind of give the kiddos their own space and some privacy. Let's take a look at the bathroom. I am really digging this bathroom and I'm going to show you why. All right, so one of the things that we would be remiss if we did not talk about when it comes to RVs and bathrooms is that having an RV bathroom means that it all has to go somewhere. So it's going to go into your holding tank until you dump said holding tank. And you need to have some sort of treatment that you put into your holding tanks to help keep things like offensive odors at bay, but also to help keep those tanks clog free and also to keep your sensors reading correctly. And that is where our friends from Unique Camping and Marine come in because they make amazing products for RVers that help with all of those things. Now, we personally have been exclusively using the products from our friends over at Unique Camping and Marine, from the digest it pods to go into the holding tanks, also the scrub it to help clean the toilet, which, cool thing, it's actually a cleaner and a tank treatment all in one. So it does all of the things together. Also the Clear It. I cannot tell you how much we have loved using the Clear It. If you are not full-time and you put your RV into storage, well, dump some of that in there and then dump your tanks when you get to the campground, and that will help keep your tank super clean. It's kind of like a deep clean for your tank. So we'll have a link in the description below where you can actually save 15% off of your order from our friends over at Unique Camping and Marine. This shower, you guys, oh my gosh. This thing is so spacious. Like, I'm telling you what, I don't know how many RV showers are this spacious. Definitely not many. So you've got the skylight up here, but just look at how much space that you have. You've got like a little bench. If you're female like me, you want to sit down, shave your legs. You've got kind of these little shelves here that you can set things on. Obviously, you would want to remove that before you have a travel day. But super spacious shower. You've got your toilet, and then you've got, of course, towel bars. But look, you have plenty of storage right back in here that is very deep. Plenty of space to store all of those towels, things like that. You can sit on the throne right here. This is your throne. Plenty of space to do business right here. And then you've got, of course, like your typical kind of RV medicine cabinet in here. Now, here's a little tip. Sometimes these odd spaces can be like just really weird to figure out. Placing one of the nets in here can really help with storage and organization, or doing things like command hooks. We've also recently done these little silicone hooks that work great for toothbrushes. So those types of things in these spaces can really help with your organization and help you get more in a specific location. Also, here is the controls inside for that tankless water heater as well. So you can turn it off and on and just monitor what's going on right here. Endless hot water, people. We love it, we love it. Let's check out the bedroom. Here is the bedroom. Now, one thing I love about this, king size bed. That is something that has been a topic of debate between Ben and I. If we should try to retrofit ours to fit a king, this one's got a king. If you are going to be living the RV life for any length of time, whether it's a couple of months, whether it's full time, do yourself a favor, get you one of the washer dryer units because it's super, super helpful. So it's got all of your pre-plumbing right in there. So you've got your dresser drawers right here. We would have to take turns, Ben. Like you get one drawer, I get one drawer. You've got a pretty spacious closet in here. Now, one of the things that I am liking about this particular closet, I could sit in here, is that it's like instead of your traditional closet bar, you've got these types of hook things, which I really think can help from clothes like falling down on a travel day, but also it's really bringing it up higher to the ceiling so that you've just got more space down here for storage. And then especially with like this bench here, you've got all of this underneath. You could do tubs, you could do so many things. Oh my gosh, I could just go crazy with some closet organization with this one. Because look at all of these nooks and crannies. Look at this. I would have a lot of fun doing a closet makeover with this. And then up here, you've got these nice little shelves because you don't have like an actual nightstand thing with it being a king size bed. It goes all the way to the wall. So, you know, your phone chargers. I don't know how big are CPAP machines? Would one of those fit there? Somebody that has one, let us know in the comments if they're compact or not, but lots of space to be able to store things. And then of course you've got your outlets that are right next to these. So I'm gonna have links in the description below for all of the components that we talked about, the safety features, the tech and things like that from our friends over at Lippert. And if you would like to actually see some more RV tour videos, well, we've got a whole bunch right up here.